Yes. So we begin with types of EDTA titrations, various types of EDTA titrations. We had done two yesterday, but still, again, I'll take those two and we shall continue with it. 1 minute, just hold on. Ah, yes, it is perfect. Hmm. So we begin with types of EDTA titrations. Types of EDTA titrations. Okay, so the first type is the direct titration. First is the direct titration. Direct titration is very simple. Here what we do, the metal ion solution is buffered at a desired pH. Buffered at a desired pH. Matlab you add a buffer to adjust the pH of the solution. And then you add indicator. And then you titrate. Means in a conical flask, you will take a metal ion solution. उसमें you will add a buffer to adjust the desired pH. Then you add a suitable metallochromic indicator, and this solution is then titrated against a suitable complexing agent. Is titrated again, you can write EDTA solution because we are studying types of EDTA. Okay, so the first line is very simple. The metal ion solution is buffered at a desired pH. Suitable metallochromic indicator is added and the solution is directly titrated against standardized EDTA solution from the burette. Next, sometimes you have also have to write auxiliary complexing agent, auxiliary reagent like citrate or tartarate. Why do we add this? To prevent the precipitation of metal hydroxide. 1 minute, there is some, yes. Oh, 1 minute, just hold on. Yes, to prevent precipitation of metal hydroxide means what? Metal hydroxide means most of the time this metal ion will react with EDTA at a pH about 10 in an alkaline medium. When we use alkaline medium, there are chances that the metal ion may get precipitated. In such case, you should add citrate or tartarate. So this is the first type of titration and you will write example. You can directly titrate divalent metal ions such as zinc, copper, etc. by direct titration. So in direct titration, first you will write what is direct titration, then you will write about the auxiliary reagent and then example. Right? The second type of titration is your back titration method. Back titration. Back titration method abhi direct is so simple. So why use back titration? So the back titration method is used when the reaction of metal ion with EDTA is incomplete. Is incomplete मतलब जल्दी complete नहीं हो रहा है and it is slow, incomplete and slow. Second, second is the metal ion may get precipitated at a desired pH. अपना metal ion buffer add किया तो it may get precipitated. And third is no suitable indicator ही नहीं है तो कैसे titrate करोगे? So first in back titration you will write the direct titration cannot be performed for any of the following reasons. Reaction of metal ion may EDTA may be incomplete or slow. Metal ion may get precipitated at the desired pH, or there may be no suitable indicator. In this such cases, what we do is, in the conical flask में तो पहला you will take metal ion solution. To the metal ion solution, I will add a known excess of EDTA. H2Y2 minus is EDTA, sodium salt of EDTA. So I will add known excess of EDTA. You add buffer and shake the conical flask. Shake करो. शेक करने के बाद क्या होगा, मेटल EDTA complex is formed in the conical flask. And excess, जो भी excess है ना, unreacted EDTA is titrated against. अभी कोनिकल फ्लास्क में EDTA मेटल आयन के साथ रिएक्ट हो गया है. एक्सेस जो EDTA है that you will titrate it against EDTA हमेशा always it is titrated with a suitable metal ion solution, and the metal ion solution may be zinc sulfate, zinc chloride, magnesium sulfate or magnesium chloride. मतलब I repeat, metal ion solution you add excess of EDTA buffer, conical flask में complex is formed. जो भी excess EDTA है ना, you will titrate against a metal ion solution. So see here, metal ion solution is in the burette. EDTA is in the conical flask in back titration. Direct titration में कैसा है, EDTA पहला burette में भरो and conical flask में metal ion ले लो. So please, in back titration, you have to write everything. Why back titration? The direct titration cannot be performed for any one of the following reasons. पहला 3 reasons. This is simple, indicator ही नहीं है. Second, metal ion may get precipitated या reaction incomplete है. In that case, direct titration cannot be performed. So you go to back titration. Back titration means what I write. To the metal ion solution, known excess of EDTA solution is added. The solution is buffered at a desired pH. Shake the conical flask. Metal EDTA complex is formed in the conical flask. Excess of unreacted EDTA is titrated against a suitable metal. Excess है ना इधर EDTA, वो टाइट्रेट करने का मेटल आयन सोल्यूशन के साथ. एंड द मेटल आयन सोल्यूशन यूज में बी जिंक सल्फेट, जिंक क्लोराइड, मैग्नीशियम क्लोराइड और मैग्नीशियम सल्फेट. So these are the two. Now next two type of titrations are next. So we have done with direct titration, we have done with the back titration. Now let's see the next type of titration. Please, you all can keep your textbooks open, mark whatever your teacher is telling you. Next is the replacement or substitution. Third type is very, very important. Replacement or substitution type of titration. Okay. Now what happens? Sometimes what happens, the first line, the indicator may not give a sharp end point. The indicator may not give a sharp end point. Sharp end point. In this case, we can use replacement or substitution reaction. The only criteria in this is, इसमें क्या करते हैं, first I will tell you on. A metal ion solution and a metal ion solution, to that I will add magnesium complex of EDTA. I hope this you understand. A peon will prepare this solution for you. Magnesium EDTA complex, very clear solution. He prepares 2 liters and keeps it. Very clear. Magnesium sulfate he will take, he will add EDTA and shake karega, so you will get magnesium EDTA complex at pH 4. So in replacement or substitution reaction, पहला conical flask में take a metal ion solution. You add magnesium complex of EDTA. What you will get is metal EDTA complex is formed plus Mg2 plus. अभी I'll tell you. When conical flask में metal ion है, when I add magnesium EDTA complex, magnesium metal EDTA complex is formed only when, see ये magnesium EDTA को क्यों छोड़ेगा? No, I will not leave EDTA, but if the metal EDTA complex is strong, metal EDTA complex is more strong than magnesium complex of EDTA, then only this reaction takes place. I repeat, मेटल आयन उसमें मैग्नीशियम ईडीटीए कॉम्प्लेक्स ऐड करो सॉल्यूशन मेटल ईडीटीए कॉम्प्लेक्स इज फॉर्म मैग्नीशियम इज एट फ्री but this will take place only when the metal EDTA is more strong than magnesium EDTA. So the second point replacement or substitution में क्या लिखोगे? This type of reactions can be carried out when the metal EDTA complex is more stable than magnesium EDTA complex. So in replacement reaction is used when the indicator does not show the sharp color change. And in this case, the metal EDTA complex should be more stable than magnesium complex of EDTA. Then you will write in the conical flask मेटल आयन लेने का उसमें मैग्नीशियम EDTA सॉल्यूशन ऐड करो व्हाट इज फॉर्म metal N-4 plus magnesium is set free. Amount of magnesium set free is equivalent to जितना metal ion है उतना ही magnesium release होएगा. And that released magnesium you will determine by titrating it against the disodium salt of EDTA. तो समझो इतना ही कॉनिकल फ्लास्क में मेटल आयन लेना है उसमें मैग्नीशियम EDTA ऐड करना है व्हाट इज फॉर्म मेटल EDTA कॉम्प्लेक्स इज फॉर्म मैग्नीशियम इज सेट फ्री amount of magnesium set free is determined by titrating against EDTA. Done? Any? I hope this part is very clear. Okay. And now this method, the beauty is this method can be used in estimation of calcium. Let me tell you, if you titrate calcium directly, if I take calcium and if I titrate with EDTA adjusting pH, it doesn't show the correct endpoint. No sharp endpoint. So remember students, anytime you are determining calcium, you will try do this method. Calcium cannot be directly titrated with EDTA. So to the calcium solution, I will add magnesium EDTA solution. What is formed is calcium EDTA complex is formed plus magnesium is released. This is the best example for substitution reaction. If you go to a Google reference book like Vogel, there is a statement which you will realize it later on. Importance of that statement. What they have written: calcium is estimated by adding magnesium EDTA complex. And then what happens? Calcium EDTA is formed, magnesium is set free, magnesium set free is titrated against EDTA. They have written Calcium cannot be estimated by direct titration with EDTA. So this is the best example of replacement. Please, whenever we correct university papers, I search for this example. The child who will write this has understood the concept very, very well. So the best example of replacement is calcium titration with magnesium EDTA. Add karo, magnesium is set free. It is titrated against EDTA. Right? I hope this, and I want, whenever I am going to take this, I want you to write this. If you all don't write this examples, means you have just studied superficial. When you study a concept, please study with the अरे ये किधर यूज होता है, why कैल्शियम डायरेक्टली भी कर सकते हैं ना, why to do all this back titration method. Sharp endpoint नहीं मिलता when you titrate calcium against EDTA using erythrome black tea as an indicator. So this is the replacement method, and the next is our alkalimetric method, still simpler. Fourth type of titration is the alkalimetric titrations. Alkalimetric titration. It's so simple. Direct titration, metal ions to the metal ion solution, you add EDTA. What is formed? Metal EDTA complex is formed and H ions are liberated. बराबर है? The liberated H ions will be proportional to the metal ions present. एंड जितना एच आयन लिबरेट होगा उतना मेटल आयंस प्रेजेंट है. एच आयन लिबरेटेड इज डिटरमाइंड बाय टाइट्रेशन अगेंस्ट स्टैंडर्ड अल्कली. इधर ब्यूरेट में अल्कली आएगा because you are going to titrate acid. So this titration utilizes the fact that H ions are liberated during the titration. So metal ion solution, you add EDTA, buffer, shake, and then the liberated HR you determine by titrating against standard alkali. And now when all these four type of titrations were done, people started thinking about anions. See, abhi tak if you have realized, EDTA titration may always I have written cations, metal ions. Then people started, can I estimate anions by EDTA titrations? Yes, anions can also be determined, but it can be determined by indirect titration. Example is, अगर मुझे सल्फेट डिटरमाइन करना है तो I will add barium ion solution. What will be formed? Barium sulfate will be formed, right? Conical plasma. Excess of barium ions you can determine by titrating against EDTA using a suitable indicator. In simple words, in indirect titrations is used for titration of anions. If I give you sulfate ion, you will add barium to the solution. What is formed? Barium sulfate, right? Precipitate is formed. This precipitate you filter in conical flask. ये precipitate इधर रहेगा बेरियम सल्फेट एंड द सोल्यूशन जो आएगा ना उसमें कौन सा आयंस होएगा? बेरियम आयन. This barium ion then you titrate against EDTA. The concept is EDTA will react only with metal ions, not with anions. But indirectly you can determine anions. Anions में metal ion डालो, एक precipitate form होगा, precipitate you filter, and the filtrate will contain barium ion. Barium you determine by barium, now you can determine by EDTA. This is a metal ion. Okay, so till now we have studied four types of EDTA titrations. Just we will Revise it. Types. First कौन सा था? Direct titration. Seem very easy. Direct titration may you take a metal ion, pipette out metal ion solution, you add buffer, you add indicator, and then you titrate against EDTA solution. Second, back titration, or you can say indirect titration, mean what do you do? First, you will write. First, please listen, student. Direct titration cannot be performed because reaction of EDTA with metal ion may be slow, no suitable indicator is available, or the metal ion may get precipitated at a desired pH. Hmm. So, in such case, what will you do to the metal ion solution in conical flask? You will add back titration मतलब excess of EDTA add करो excess and the unreacted EDTA you will titrate against metal ion solution. Third is the replacement or substitution reaction. इधर भी डायरेक्ट टाइट्रेशन में एग्जाम्पल लिखने का कॉपर जिंक कैन बी डायरेक्टली टाइट्रेटेड एक्सेट्रा. नाउ रिप्लेसमेंट में क्या लिखेंगे? व्हेन देयर इज नो शार्प एंड पॉइंट. सो रिप्लेसमेंट में क्या लिखोगे? व्हेन देयर इज नो शार्प एंड पॉइंट एंड when the metal EDTA complex is more stable than magnesium complex of EDTA, you get MyN minus 4 plus Mg plus 2. Mg plus 2 is determined by titrating against EDTA. And this reaction takes place when EDTA complex is more stable than magnesium EDTA complex. And best example, I always search this estimation of calcium. Direct estimation of calcium is not possible. So what we do to the calcium solution, I will add magnesium EDTA solution. Calcium EDTA complex is formed plus Mg is released. Mg is released and Mg is titrated against EDTA. And fourth type of titration was indirect titration. Indirect titration. Indirect titration example is titration of anions. For example, sulfate को barium ions डालो, barium sulfate is formed precipitate. उसको फिल्टर करो, फिल्ट्रेट में बेरियम आयंस आएगा, वो बेरियम आयन यू टाइट्रेट अगेंस्ट EDTA. This is all about types of EDTA. Definitely a 5 marks question is asked. They may ask discuss types of EDTA titration, or they may ask discuss, they may specify any two, indirect, replacement, etc. So I hope this is fine with you all.